How did a country barely the size of New Jersey, surrounded by hostile neighbors, rise to become a global powerhouse in military innovation and cutting-edge technology? Israel's journey from desert to defense superpower is one of the most compelling and controversial in modern history. Founded in 1948, the State of Israel faced immediate challenges. Within hours of its declaration, 5 Arab nations invaded. With limited resources and outdated weapons, Israel was forced to innovate or perish. The urgency of survival created an environment where innovation wasn't a luxury, it was a necessity. Makeshift weapons, underground operations, and a patchwork of militias were quickly organized into a formal army. This culture of urgency planted the seeds of a national mindset. To survive, Israel needed superior brains, not just superior numbers. During the War of Independence, many of Israel's early victories came not from brute force, but from creative tactics. Intelligence, improvisation, and adaptability became part of Israel's military DNA. Unlike many nations, military service is compulsory in Israel. Every Israeli citizen, male and female, must serve, typically at age 18. This universal draft not only ensures national security, but also builds a foundation for high-tech literacy. In particular, elite units like Unit 8200, Israel's version of the NSA, have become breeding grounds for tech talent. These young conscripts don't just learn to fight, they learn to think, to build, to hack. After their service, many of these individuals go on to found startups, lead cybersecurity firms, or work in Silicon Valley. The skills they gain in the military are immediately applicable in the private sector. This fusion of military service and technical training creates a unique ecosystem where national defense and tech entrepreneurship go hand in hand. By the early 2000s, Israel had more startups per capita than any other country in the world. The nickname Startup Nation wasn't just a slogan, it was a reality. This revolution didn't happen by chance. In the 1990s, Israel launched a government program called Yozma. It offered tax incentives and matched investments from venture capital firms, igniting a wave of funding. The government invested heavily in research and development, education and infrastructure. Tech incubators flourished and collaborations between universities, the military and private companies became standard. From cybersecurity to agriculture, from medtech to artificial intelligence, Israeli startups began solving global problems and attracting global investment. Companies like Waze, Mobileye and Checkpoint became global brands, many of them acquired by tech giants like Google and Intel. Innovation in Israel isn't just about social media apps or e-commerce. A major chunk of it is focused on survival, on defense. The Iron Dome is perhaps the best-known example. Developed by Rafael Advanced Defense Systems and Israel Aerospace Industries, the Iron Dome intercepts short-range rockets and artillery shells in mid-air. It boasts a success rate of over 90%, but that's just one layer. Israel has developed a multi-tiered missile defense system, including DataViz Sling, Arrow 2 and Arrow 3, and Barak systems to intercept everything from mortars to the ballistic missiles. The country is also a leader in drone technology, producing both reconnaissance and attack drones used by militaries around the world. Other innovations include AI-driven surveillance, cyber warfare tools, autonomous vehicles, and next-gen battlefield communication systems. And many of these start with military contracts before evolving into civilian applications, from airport security to border patrol. Any conversation about Israel's defense capabilities must include Mossad, the world-famous intelligence agency. Mossad's operations span continents and have included some of the boldest missions in modern history. From capturing Adolf Eichmann in Argentina to disrupting Iran's nuclear program, Mossad combines espionage, cyber warfare, and human intelligence in ways few nations can match. Mossad also plays a key role in Israel's high-tech ecosystem, often working closely with military units and civilian firms on technologies related to surveillance, encryption, and security. The synergy between Mossad, IDF, and the private sector ensures Israel remains several steps ahead in anticipating threats. Today, Israel ranks among the top 10 arms exporters globally. Its clients range from India and Azerbaijan to Germany and Brazil. Israel's defense exports include radar systems, drones, missile defense systems, communication tools, and more. In fact, a significant portion of its GDP comes from defense technology. Collaborations with American companies like Lockheed Martin and Boeing allow Israeli innovations to be embedded into US-made hardware. And Israeli firms often outcompete traditional giants due to their flexibility, speed of development, and battle-tested technology. Of course, Israel's defense rise is not without controversy. Critics argue that its technologies are often tested in real conflict zones, especially in Gaza, raising ethical concerns. Surveillance technologies like Pegasus spyware have been linked to authoritarian regimes, sparking international debates over privacy and digital rights. Human rights organizations have questioned the morality of profiting from technology that originates in conflict. Yet supporters argue that Israel's innovations have saved lives both within and outside its borders and continue to protect vulnerable populations from existential threats. Nations around the world are taking notes. Countries like South Korea, Singapore, and India are studying Israel's model mandatory service, elite training, public-private partnerships, and a culture of innovation. Even the United States collaborates with Israel on cybersecurity, missile defense, and intelligence sharing. Israeli expertise is now influencing global policies on homeland security, counterterrorism, and cyber defense. From a fragile newborn state surrounded by enemies to a superpower in defense and technology, Israel's transformation is nothing short of extraordinary. Its success is not just measured in GDP or patents, but in its ability to maintain sovereignty, security, and global relevance. The Israeli model, though shaped by conflict, is defined by innovation, intelligence, and an unwavering will to survive. Israel's story is a paradox, a land of ancient history torn by modern conflict yet driven by futuristic ambition. Whether you admire it, question it, or seek to learn from it, Israel's rise is a story the world can't ignore. If you found this video insightful, hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more deep dives into history, geopolitics, and innovation.